Hello and welcome to Beauty by Jen. And in today's video, we will be talking about being humiliated and thrown off of an aircraft. Let's check it out here. Let's go. Okay, as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 7.5K. We're trying to get our numbers up, so help us out. And thank you for the people who have already subscribed to the channel, like the videos, comment in the comment section. Now, today's video is about men who got kicked off of American Airlines for apparently having a foul odor, but there's more to the story. It says 3 black men sued American Airlines in federal court Wednesday, claiming they were victims of blatant and egregious race discrimination after employees ordered them and 5 other black men off a plane in January. Now, we're going to watch that here. All of the sources will be in the description box, and let's get started.
This morning, in a newly filed lawsuit, 3 black men are suing American Airlines. They allege company employees appeared to remove all of them from a flight over a complaint about body odor. First on CBS Mornings, the men are telling their story to our Chris Van Cleve.
We're the only ones getting taken off the plane. Look at this.
This video at the center of a newly filed lawsuit against American Airlines appears to show a number of black men after they've been removed from a flight allegedly due to a complaint about offensive body odor.
So this is discrimination.
The lawsuit claims as Flight 832 from Phoenix to New York was finishing boarding in January, American employees removed 8 black men from the plane. They were not traveling together, weren't seated next to each other, did not know each other, and appeared to be the only black men on the flight, according to the suit filed early this morning.
As I got my things and walked to the front of the plane and made a left to the jet bridge, I noticed that there was 7 other black men. And that kind of was like, okay, what's happening here? So
for plaintiffs Emmanuel Jean Joseph, Alvin Jackson, and Xavier Veal, Flight 832 was a connection. They'd taken an earlier flight from Los Angeles without issue.
It was just black men. So I started freaking out. I pulled out my phone to record everything.
At any point, did somebody from American say to any of you that you had an offensive odor?
No.
The lawsuit claims over the course of about an hour, the men were kept in the jetway and then moved to the gate area where they were told they'd be rebooked on another flight to New York later that day, and alleges an American employee indicated the complaint about offensive body odor had come from a white male flight attendant. A gate agent seen in the video at one point seems to agree race was a factor in the men getting pulled off the flight.
Just because of the color of my skin. Okay. Okay.
I do not disagree.
But when another flight to New York couldn't be found, they were put back on the same plane.
Had to go back on the plane with everybody looking at us, you know. For me, very uncomfortable. Everybody staring at me. Me and all the other black people on the plane were just taking off.
I knew that as soon as I get on that plane, a sea of white faces were going to be looking at me and blaming me for their late flight of an hour.
Their lawyer, Sue Huta, says American declined to give her clients any answers about what happened in Phoenix.
It's almost inconceivable to come up with an explanation for that other than the color of their skin, particularly since they didn't know each other, they weren't sitting near each other. It seems fairly apparent that race was part of this dynamic.
The lawsuit cites other recent incidents where passengers have alleged being discriminated against by American and a 2017 NAACP travel advisory urging members not to fly the airline. It was lifted about 8 months later.
We were discriminated against. The entire situation was racist.
Do you think if you were anything other than a black man, this would not have happened?
If I was a white person, it probably wouldn't have happened.
I think they would have walked past like the other white passengers that were there.
CBS legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
The plaintiffs may really have no interest in money, and they may have a sincere interest in making a public statement about racial discrimination by a major airline.
Is this kind of case a tough one to win at trial?
The question at trial really is about what are the protocols of American Airlines. And they better have some, and they better have done something with these particular employees in terms of discipline after this action.
American Airlines tells CBS News it takes all claims of discrimination very seriously and says in a statement, our teams are currently investigating the matter as the claims do not reflect our core values or our purpose of caring for people. The lawsuit seeks unspecified damages. Nate?
Chris, thank you. Looks like American Airlines has some explaining to do.
Some explaining to do. You know, all of us sympathize with the jobs that flight attendants have. It's a slippery slope when you think of the amount of power that a single flight attendant might have. I've seen things go amiss on flights, not necessarily American Airlines, but where just someone says the wrong thing at the wrong time, but it's just a comment.
Right.
And it escalates
then
to
they flex their power on you.
Exactly. And you get thrown off a plane.
Those fellas are going to own that airline by the end of this.
We'll see.
So yeah, that was very horrible. I mean, no one wants to be discriminated against. I know like most individuals take pride in their personal hygiene, and to say like, oh, these particular 8 gentlemen are the ones who smell bad on the plane. They didn't even travel together. They didn't know each other. It was just, oh, I know it's these 8 Black individuals who are the ones who smell bad on the plane. And I have flown on American Airlines before, and I didn't have any problems like that. But that doesn't mean that certain individuals in certain groups who want to make problems for people. So we can't blame the entire company. It's certain individuals. And because of certain individuals, sometimes you have to hit them in the pockets. In these companies, I understand you are large companies and everything, but it's certain individuals that work for you that cause problems for everyone, and you have to get hit in the pockets. You know, people have to send a message like, look, we aren't going to take this. We spend our hard-earned money just like everyone else to fly, and we do not want to be discriminated against. And you can keep your little race issues at home to yourselves, but when you bring it to your job and you use it on behalf of these big companies get hit in the pockets. And then they'll have to start doing training and spending more money to teach you how to act like a human being and how to treat others. And you don't want that, do you? You know, imagine getting kicked off a plane for smelling bad. And I'm sure, I don't know, I'm not going to say I'm sure, I don't know who showered or who didn't shower, but imagine being kicked off a plane for smelling bad. And you know if you smell bad or not, right? Like, you know, you all take showers, or if you don't, whatever. But for the people who do take showers and stuff, you know, like, I'm smelling good on this plane. You know I smell good. You know, even if my clothes look disheveled, it doesn't matter. I know I took a good shower and I'm flying on this plane. And for them to have the audacity and unmitigated gall to kick all 8 of those Black people off of that plane, that was treacherous, diabolical, filthy work. So anyways, let me know what you feel about this in the comment section. And of course, I know I will have individuals who are just blatantly racist and they'll leave their little trolling thoughts or whatever. I don't care. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. And these companies are going to continue to get hit in the pockets. Well, with that being said, please have a great day. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Remember, we are trying to get the numbers up. I work hard. I've been putting out content consistently, you know, trying to get my numbers up. And thank you everyone for being here. Bye.